up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past few days, where we do have some topics to discuss, but to discuss in depth. Firstly, Barcelona are going to be making a signing very soon, and it will be Joan Cancelo. We have the operation details, the conditions of the deal as well. He will be Barcelona's next signing of the summer. Again, we have not signed anyone in just under a month, but the Portuguese right back will be next up. His signing should be done in the next 24 to 48 hours. Another signing that will be done in the next 24 hours is Neymar's transfer to Al-Hilal. He has given the green light, personal terms agreed. Al-Hilal and PSG have an agreement for around 90 million euros, and Neymar set to join the Saudi Arabia League, but not just yet. He could be joining Barcelona on loan for a season. We have the updates on the entire saga. Also, we have some updates around Vitor Roque possibly arriving this summer, how the club are analyzing it, and they are considering it. And again, of course, Xavi to give us some confirmation on that light, but again, the deal is still very difficult to happen this summer. But of course, with players coming in, there are going to be some players that are going to be leaving the club this summer. We have some updates on the exit of Ousmane Dembele, Marmol, Valle, Estanis, but also on Ansu Fati, who is adamant that he wants to stay at Barcelona, but Joan Laporta is considering a swap deal with Atletico Madrid for Joao Felix. I am in absolute shock. I'm going to absolutely rinse Laporta if he makes this deal happen. He is considering it. He's even told Jorge Mendes he is planning on executing it. This is huge news. Again, Barcelona are planning to sign one of Neymar or Felix. If we don't get Neymar on loan, looks like the swap deal between Ansu Fati and Felix could be a reality. But before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 200 likes in this video. Be very much appreciated. Also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Now, before we get into the video, this video is sponsored by Number One Foot. Number One Foot is one of the best jersey football replica websites on the market. They have a variety of items at fantastic prices. I have here some with me. Firstly is the home kit for this season. Excellent quality. The badge is nice and smooth. Spotify logo is printed on to perfection, and I also even have a jacket as well. This is one of the training jackets that the players wear. There's a logo there on the right hand side, zipper and everything. They have some badges here, the Nike logo as well. The quality is absolutely, feels real, and also the prices are unbeatable. And if you use the discount code BOY at checkout, you do get an additional 15% off your orders. That's BOY. Use that checkout, you get 15% off your order, and all orders above $80 as well will get free shipping. So what are you waiting for? Top link down in the description down below and get your new football kits today. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past few days. Now, firstly, we have to talk about Barcelona's current imminent signing, and I'm so pleased to inform you guys about this. As you all know, I believe Barcelona's last signing this summer was about a month ago or so, but looks like the next one is going to be happening in the next 24 to 48 hours, and it is Joan Cancelo. The news broke from Fabrizio Romano. He came out saying that it's understood that Barcelona have reactivated contacts for Cancelo's operation with both Man City and his camp. Xavi considers Cancelo as a priority target, and negotiations will continue in the next few days. Barcelona Cancelo operation is on. Now, he did tweet this, I believe, on Friday, and as we all know, for a few weeks ago, personal terms are already agreed with Cancelo. It is just now about striking a deal with Manchester City. Now, Fernando Polo from Deportivo came out saying that despite Xavi's high interest in Joan Cancelo, along with the buy option is the only feasible option for the moment. Barcelona continue to work on it, but it is a complex operation, and Juan Foyth is also liked by Xavi. Now, the news originally broke from Manu Sanchez from AS. And if you don't know Manu Sanchez, he's kind of, a medium reporter, gets a lot of stuff right, a lot of stuff wrong, but what he always gets right is things involving Portuguese players that are the agents of Jorge Mendes. He is very close to Jorge Mendes, and he came out saying that Joan Cancelo is very close to joining Barcelona. The club is finalizing a loan deal with the buy option. Barring any surprise, Cancelo will be a Barcelona player. His desire to be a blaugrana has been key, and Barcelona and Man City are about to reach a total agreement for the transfer of Joan Cancelo on a loan with the buy option. Final details are expected to be completed at the beginning of this week. Mateo Morita from Olivo then came out saying that Joan Cancelo is very close to Barcelona. It is not totally closed yet, but it will be a loan with the buy option. Then Fabrizio Romano came out saying that this week will be crucial for Joan Cancelo's operation. Barcelona are working on it. Talks ongoing with all parties involved. Fernando Polo again from Deportivo came out saying that there is optimism in the coaches and in the squad with Joan Cancelo. The message that reached the dressing room from Jorge Mendes point to the fact that the operation is on track and Barcelona want a loan with an affordable purchase option. And finally, Joao Cancelo came out saying the operation of Joan Cancelo is very close to becoming a reality. I honestly expect to get like a here we go done deal either today, tomorrow, at the latest Wednesday. This operation has already been advanced on Friday. Barcelona, of course, had to register players. Game yesterday. I'm expecting now this deal is going to be happening very quickly. Again, loan with buy option, perfect operation for Barcelona. You get a quality player for a good price. If you end up playing well, then you can buy him. I don't know if there'll be a loan fee for Barcelona, but this operation for me is absolutely crucial. I think having Cancelo for the match against Villarreal in 2 weeks' time is also very vital to get a result there as well. So hopefully the club can get this over the line, but it looks like Joan Cancelo will be a blaugrana very, very soon. Now, as we all know, the signing of 2 right backs is definitely a possibility in this transfer window. And along with Cancelo, another high priority at right back is Juan Foyth. Now, Joao Cancelo came out during his Twitch stream saying that I received a message telling me watch out for one of the 3 players you have up there in the poster, and he points then to Juan Foyth. Oh, Juanito, I'm going to warm up. I believe that if Ivan Fresneda arrives, maybe Barcelona can send him on loan. I don't know. They're going to sign him and send him on loan, maybe even to Villarreal. So the club may sign Fresneda to load him to Villarreal and then buy Juan Foyth, which basically means that the club are not going to be betting long term on Cancelo, just 1 season loan, which could be a possibility. And then afterwards, Quejantes, of course, Joao Cancelo's company, came out with an official report saying that Juan Foyth has told Villarreal that he would like to go to Barcelona. The player has already given his opinion. Now the most important part is missing, and that is the 2 clubs, of course, reaching an agreement. Now, Javi Miguel from AS came out saying that Xavi's priority right now is the arrival of a right back over any other operation. Even before then, of course, all players firstly must be registered. Again, most of the players have been registered apart from Iñaki Peña and Marcos Alonso, and of course Alejandro Balde's new contract. But at the moment, Xavi considers the signing and completion in the right back department to be the utmost priority for currently in the transfer market. Now, Javi Miguel also came out saying that Juan Foyth is no longer an option for the potential right back due to Villarreal's refusal to enter into negotiations. So the club can either activate his release clause or they won't get Juan Foyth at all because Villarreal are refusing to negotiate whatsoever. Now, the rumors are that Juan Foyth currently has a release clause of only 40 million euros, but that will rise to 55 million euros in the final week of the transfer window. So if the club can get this operation done quickly, they can save a very good solid 15 million euros. Now, I think Xavi does want that kind of defensive profile, but if you're bringing in Cancelo already, I think we have to wait and see what the details of the Cancelo operation is. Firstly, you have to know if there's a loan fee or not, and secondly, you have to know what the buy option is. If it's over 50 million euros, then I think the club should definitely be investing in 2 other right backs, one to come in as a debutant for Cancelo and then one to go out on loan. But if Cancelo's buy option is like 20 million, 30 million, you may end up investing that money into him next summer, so then maybe this summer you don't spend too much on another right back. But I still think the signing of 2 right backs is definitely on the table and is definitely a possibility, but we'll have to wait and see. I think hopefully the club will sign 2 right backs. I think that's needed. You sign 2 right backs, create a midfielder, maybe a forward if you're really feeling it, and then that's our summer transfer window done. Because again, at right back right now, you have no one natural. You have Roberto who can play there, Araujo who's been filling in there, Kunde who can play there, but looks like Xavi is not betting on him whatsoever. Dest is not part of the plans, and Julian Araujo has already gone out on loan. So I think if you can sign 2, that'd be great. If he can sign one, though, of course, that is the utmost priority. So we'll wait and see what happens in terms of Barcelona signing a second right back. That could be Juan Foyth, could be Arnau Martinez, could be even Fresneda. But the number one choice is Cancelo, and we'll have to wait and see if Barcelona attempt to sign Foyth this summer or might leave him for another mercado. But the player who has been linked with Barcelona the most over the recent hours has been, of course, Neymar. A lot of twists and turns in the Neymar saga over the past 48 hours, and I will give you guys all the details and the updates. And I want to start off with this report from Fernando Polo and Fresneda from Mundo Deportivo. They came out saying that Barcelona trusts that Xavi will eventually agree to sign either Joao Felix or Neymar before the window ends. Both of them are offering themselves to Barcelona and want to join. In the case they can arrive on a loan for Neymar, he would have to reduce his salary and PSG would have to pay part of it. For Felix, it can be a loan with a buy option. Xavi doesn't want either of them because he prioritizes signing a quality right back and another interior. Moreover, he believes they won't be able to suit his style of play and also hamper the dressing room atmosphere. But in both cases, Barcelona are in an advantaged position in negotiation as they are not wanted by their current clubs. Barcelona believe that eventually they will have FFP to get either Felix or Neymar. So that is the tone set by Barcelona right now. Either gonna get Felix or Neymar. Now the club do want Neymar over Felix, and also Xavi does as well. Now Marcelo Bielsa, if you don't know Marcelo Bielsa, he is a Brazilian journalist who doesn't speak too much in regards to Barcelona, but when he speaks, you listen. He was the first to report Neymar to go to PSG in 2017. He was the first to say that Messi wanted to leave in 2020 after the 8-2 in Bayern. He was the first to say also that Messi was not rejoining us this summer. He's come out saying this: Barcelona and Neymar are negotiating since Wednesday. The club's idea is to propose a lower salary in the first year, even initial 1-year contract, and then improve it in the coming years. They're awaiting his contract termination with PSG. So Marcelo Bielsa is saying that Neymar and Barcelona are negotiating and the deal is very much well on track. Following this report, both the top journalists in France from RNC Sport and also from L'Equipe came out saying that PSG have no intention of terminating Neymar's contract and letting him go for free. So that leaves Barcelona in a space where it's either a low move or this deal will not happen. Now, Miguel from AS came out saying that Xavi is still blocking the transfer of Neymar. He's not convinced of his signing and is firm on resisting any pressure from the club to change his mind. Xavi believes that Neymar will have a bad impact on Barcelona's dressing room, which is filled, of course, of young players. Now then, Sport came out saying that Barcelona and Neymar have reached an agreement. Everything is now waiting for Neymar to terminate his contract with PSG. The idea is that he'll sign for Barcelona for 2 years on a free transfer. So now we're hearing personal terms between Barcelona and Neymar are agreed, and apparently that was always the case as well. Now Gerard Romero came out saying that if Barcelona cannot sign Neymar on a free transfer, the club will try and get a loan deal for him. The board doesn't intend to pay Neymar a salary even higher than 10 million per year. The player is willing to reduce his salary, and again, Barcelona will not sign Neymar if he is asking for higher wages than Lewandowski. I think Lewandowski is currently earning 12 million net per year, around 250,000 euros per week. So Barcelona will not pay Neymar any more than that. Now here's where the twists and turns come in. Now this Joaquin Pereira came out saying this before the Neymar Al-Hilal rumors came out from Fabrizio Romano. So he came out saying this: Neymar has agreed with Al-Hilal, and later the Saudi club would have to accept sending him out on loan to Barcelona for a year. Right now, this is how Barcelona thinks the Brazilian return can be done. So out of nowhere, when Barcelona and Neymar, the rumors were that he's going to terminate his contract and join for free, Joaquin Pereira came out saying that, look, Neymar's probably going to go join Al-Hilal, and then Al-Hilal will loan Neymar for 1 year to Barcelona as part of his agreement. Then he'll play 2 or 3 years in Saudi Arabia. Once that came out, a few hours later, Fabrizio Romano came out with an exclusive news saying that Al-Hilal have offered a huge proposal to Neymar, and now the player is tempted. Also, RMC Sport came out saying that Neymar is one step closer into signing Saudi Arabia. Reports in Brazil came out saying that earlier this week, Neymar rejected an 80 million euro offer from Al-Hilal and preferred the 15 million euro offer from Barcelona. The Saudi club have now decided to increase their offer to around 100 million euros, hoping to convince Neymar, and it has tempted him. And then Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Barcelona could reactivate Joao Felix operation if Neymar doesn't join this summer. Now, after all this, I'm thinking, okay, Joaquin Pereira is right. Of course, number one source in regards to Brazilian players joining Barcelona. He's going to go to Al-Hilal and then be loaned out. Once the fans and stuff were saying to the journalists, is he going to go out alone? Is he going to go out alone? we got the response. First, the Atletic came out saying that Neymar is very close to joining Saudi Arabia. The option of terminating his contract with PSG was explored, a condition set by Barcelona, but the French club refused. Saudi Arabia will not loan Neymar to Barcelona despite rumors. Fabrizio Romano then came out saying that there is no chance for Neymar to join Barcelona on loan from Al-Hilal. It's not even a possibility. I'm there thinking, what in the bloody hell is going on here? Mathieu Merida then confirmed the news, saying that Neymar has given the okay to his move to Al-Hilal. Deal's now closed for about 90 million euros for PSG. You know what? I hate PSG. Fair play to them. They got 90 million for Neymar, which is quite outrageous. He also said Neymar was never a priority for Xavi. Now his return to Barcelona is almost 99% impossible. Again, Neymar is given the green light. The transfer will happen. But then out of nowhere, reports coming in from Goal in Brazil saying that Neymar has now asked Al-Hilal to let him play for Barcelona on loan for a season. And they also came out saying that Barcelona had made an official offer to Neymar for 15 million euros net per year. All options are still on the table, including a termination of contract or even a loan deal. And then yesterday, about 10 minutes before we kicked off against Getafe, Fernando Polo and Roger Toledo from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that there is an unexpected twist in the Neymar saga. In the last few hours, Barcelona have appeared strongly for the Brazilian, who could join Barcelona and spend 3 seasons in Saudi Arabia after that. So now Fernando Polo and Roger Toledo from Mundo Deportivo are reporting that Barcelona is now pushing Al-Hilal and Neymar to send him on loan for 1 season to Barcelona. Listen, I've said this and I'll say it again. I would rather have Neymar than Joao Felix, 100%. I don't want either of them at the club, but if I had to pick one, it would be Neymar. If we're getting Neymar on a loan for 1 year, he's going to get paid around 200,000 euros per week. For me, it depends on Xavi. If Xavi says, okay, I'll do it, I'm okay with it. But if Xavi is still saying no after this, then there's no point bringing him again. If the manager does not back you, what's the point? We've said this about Ruben Neves in the past and other players who Xavi has rejected but the club want to bring in. The club have to be wary in this. I understand Neymar will bring, will fill seats at the Montjuic Stadium, will sell shirts, get new sponsors. Understand that completely, but if the manager does not want him, we have the same firm there. I don't know how Barcelona are going to finesse Al-Hilal into loaning Neymar to Barcelona, unless Neymar told him, yes, I will join Al-Hilal and I will, play for you guys, but you have to send me on loan for 1 season to Barcelona first. That may be the case. We'll wait and see. We're hearing that the Neymar to Al-Hilal transfer is very, very close. We're almost at a here we go. We probably even got the here we go before I even upload this video. I'd watch out for the reports on the length of his contract. If he signs maybe a 2-year deal, which is being reported right now, I don't think he's going on loan. But if he signs a 3-year deal, 4-year deal, I think a loan is definitely possible. But we'll wait and see. It's 50-50 reports. People are saying, yes, a loan is possible. It's going to happen. Some people are saying there's absolutely no chance a loan will happen. We'll have to wait and see how things turn out. But looks like Neymar is 100% going to be signing for Saudi Arabia. The question now is, will he play in Saudi Arabia or will he join Barcelona on a loan? Now, another Brazilian that could also end up joining Barcelona this summer is, of course, Vitor Roque, the Brazilian that we've already signed, already agreed to sign, paid the money for. It's just now about when will he arrive? Will he arrive in January of 2024 or this summer? Now, Roger later from Mundo Deportivo has come out saying that Vitor Roque's Andre Curry is set to meet with Atletico Paranaense this weekend to try and advance his arrival at Barcelona for this summer. Joaquin Pereira, #1 source for Brazilian players and Barcelona, he got everything spot on for the Vitor Roque operation this summer. He's come out saying that Vitor Roque coming to Barcelona this summer depends on whether the operation for Cancelo and Neymar succeed. Therefore, if Triguino does arrive, it will be in the final stretch of the transfer window. So he's saying that if Barcelona sign Neymar and Cancelo, which is the club's priority, he's not coming this summer. If they sign one, he can probably come. If they sign neither, he can probably come. Now, of course, the Neymar operation is on, coming to its end, about a 50-50 whether or not he'll join Barcelona or not. Cancelo looks very set in stone. I would say probably 95% at the current moment. I'd rather bring in Vitor Roque now than Neymar. That is, I think, a given. I think everyone can agree on that. We see how much we lacked him against Getafe. Imagine we had a player profile like Vitor Roque, running those runs in behind, creating those spaces for Lewandowski, for Ansu, for Lamine Yamal to exploit. I still see it as very difficult. If we had to pay for more money to Atletico, I wouldn't do it. I'll just, wait till January, wait out the 3 months. Probably be like 3 months with the international break in the middle of Christmas break as well. I'll just wait it out. I think the price that we got for him is too good to increase. I think 30 million euros fixed, 30 million euros add-on, so you cannot go wrong with it. If we don't have to pay more money, then of course I try my best to bring him in now, but we'll see what happens. Of course, Xavi in the press conference before the Getafe match said that we expect Vitor Roque to join in January. So that's what Xavi has said on the matter. But of course, in the transfer window, like Xavi always says, you never know what happens. So keep your eyes on Vitor Roque. He could still possibly join in Barcelona, but again, it's still a very touchy and difficult operation. Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past few days. First up, we do have an official sale, and that is Ousmane Dembele. It feels like this was days ago. Of course, this came out, I believe, Friday, and this is now Monday. You know, when there's games and stuff, transfer videos do get delayed, but this feels like it's been forever, but it hasn't. Only a couple of days ago, where Barcelona officially announced the sale of Ousmane Dembele. But in a very weird way, the club released two official statements. This was the first one. Official. Barcelona and Paris Saint-Germain have reached an agreement for the transfer of Ousmane Dembele for 50.4 million euros. We got that extra 400k in there, so we'll take that. And as you can see, they have Dembele, muchísimas gracias, Ousmane. In the statement, they did not thank Dembele. They didn't say, you know how they usually say, we thank you for your commitment and wish you the best in your future. They didn't say that for Dembele in the first statement, but they did say muchísimas gracias. They then hence deleted this statement, Barcelona, and released another one. Official statement. Barcelona and Ousmane Dembele have been separated from their relationship by virtue of a unilateral exercise by the player of the right included in his contract. The club, in strict complication with the agreement, has not negotiated or agreed with third parties on the terms of this separation. Essentially, what that means that Barcelona have respected Dembele, who said that he wants to leave as per the option in his contract, but they have not yet decided on the split separation of the 50.4 million euros. I don't know, man. This situation is still very delicate. Again, in the second statement, no muchísimas gracias, Dembus. No, thank you for your commitment. Wish you the best in the future. They never said that whatsoever. But in the first statement, they had muchas gracias for Ousmane. But in this one, they just had some random classical picture of Ousmane Dembele. Now the reports are coming in. Firstly, Victor Navarro from Cope came out saying that Barcelona will get 35.4 million euros of the Ousmane Dembele sale of the 50 million euros. Esport 3 confirmed this, saying that of the 50.4 million euro release clause, 35.4 will go to Barcelona and 50 will go to Ousmane Dembele. Nina Codes from Cope came out saying that in the release clause, Barcelona and Ousmane Dembele had to share the equal 50 million parts, but Barcelona has negotiated and has achieved a higher amount, around 35.4 million, without the need of any legal battle. Both Barcelona and Dembele are satisfied with the outcome. Finally, Russian data from Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona interpreted that according to the private clause, the club only has to pay part of the total fee to Dembele, who worked for the club, and nothing to his agent, as he is not a Barcelona worker. Thus, Barcelona agreed to keep 35.4 million and give 15 to Dembele. This interpretation of the contract by Barcelona has not pleased Dembele's agent, who are seriously considering taking Barcelona to court. So what Barcelona are saying is that, look, of the 50.4 million we owed, so the original terms was, if the 50 million euro release clause, private release clause got activated, 25 would go to Barcelona, 15 to Dembele, and then 10 to his agent. But the club looked at some of the fine details and said, oh, since Moussa Sissoko is not an official worker for Barcelona, he's not technically entitled to the his 10 million euro cut. So the club kept that, so their 25.4 goes to 35.4, Dembele gets his 15. So that's how the club have finessed the extra 10 million. Sissoko might take us to court. I mean, we take it to court. See ya there. I mean, if that's the details of the contract that Barcelona finessed, fair enough. He's not technically a Barcelona worker, so we get to keep that extra 10. So in the end, Dembele officially sold. We got 50 million euros. We've kept 35.4, and Dembele walks away with 15 in his back pocket. I wish Dembele absolutely nothing but the worst at PSG, but although now Kylian Mbappe might be staying, so this might be a little Asian Dembus in the background, but on a serious note, I do wish him the worst, and hopefully he flops. Now, a winger's future that is currently in doubt at Barcelona is the future of Ansu Fati. We do have a huge update on his future, but the main premise on Ansu Fati is that he wants to stay at Barcelona. Sport came out saying that Barcelona count on Ansu Fati, just like Xavi, who has noticed a positive change in fitness and confidence in the 20-year-old, but a late movement in the transfer window cannot be ruled out. Now, yesterday, after the match against Getafe, we did get some rumors about the potential movement in the transfer window, and this is coming in from Helena Codes from Cope. She's come out saying that President Joan Laporta has informed Jorge Mendes that he has plans to sign Joao Felix by offering Ansu Fati to Atletico Madrid. It's an operation that could take place in the final few days of the window. Are you having a fucking laugh? You're gonna swap Ansu for... If this operation goes through, Felix Ansu swap, I'm Laporta out. There is no way you are being finagled into another deal with these fucking red and white twats from Madrid. This deal benefits Barcelona in no way, shape, or form. You're signing Felix just because he said he wants to join. Okay, I'll talk to Fabrizio Romano. I'll say I want to join. Does that mean you're gonna sign me? Are you being for real? Are you doing this because you want to get rid of Ansu's wages? Are you doing this because you want to sign Joao Felix? Or are you doing this because you want to please your buddy Jorge Mendes? This operation does not help, does not benefit Barcelona in any way, shape, or form. You're selling a young, promising winger who is from your academy. You're going to swap him to get Felix on loan. Who has a ridiculous salary as well. Now, Helena Codes does say that Ansu Fati does not want to leave Barcelona. He's still very adamant about this, but this operation could still end up happening. If this deal happens, I'm gonna cook Laporta like no tomorrow. How does this man go from saying that I don't make any decision about the team, that's why I hire Xavi and pay him, to making changes as huge as this? This would be, I think, one of the dumbest. This is a Bartomeu operation. This would be the worst decision Laporta has done since the election. The worst thing that he's currently done is give Alonso fucking 9 million euro salary. That's the worst thing he's done. After that, I can't really think of anything else. I think everything he's done has been spot on. This would be catastrophic. Beyond belief. Helena Codes is very reliable. So that's why I am worried about this report. Again, it's not saying it's a done deal, it's gonna happen, nothing like that. She's saying that there is talks, and this is the plan. Now I'm hoping that we sign Neymar just so we don't sign Felix. I mean, it boggles my mind that we are linked to him and we're about to sign him because he said he wants to play for Barcelona. What happens if Eric Dyer puts out a tweet saying he's gonna play for Barcelona? He wants to play for Barcelona. Are we gonna go for him then? What happens if Harry Maguire tweets, "I want to play for Barcelona"? Are we gonna sign him then? Like, Felix does not fit at Barcelona. He will flop. I promise you. These freaking center forwards do not work. He's gonna come and gonna put him on the left wing. It's not gonna work. Put him on the right. It's not gonna work. Put him up front. It's not gonna work. Put him behind Lewandowski. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. He's not gonna work. I promise you that. Is he a good player? Yes, but not for Barcelona. Let's hope we sign Neymar, because if we don't, I have a feeling this operation is gonna happen. And if it does, I am personally flying out to Barcelona to cook Laporta. Because this, I think this would be the worst operation in the last 10 years of Barcelona. And you guessed right. In that time, we've signed, Douglas, Arda Turan, Coutinho, Griezmann, Dembele, Andre Gomes. This would be worse. I promise you. Credit to Atletico Madrid. How they finagle these deals out of our board consistently and against every single board that we've had is beyond me. But we'll wait and see. Not rushing to conclusions. Again, Ansu Fati is still communicating that he wants to continue at Barcelona. But again, he might be forced out because, again, in the Mercado, things are moving. You never know what happens. Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is give you guys some updates in regards to Barca Athletic players leaving the club. Very recently, we have 2 confirmed exits and 1 basically done deal exit. And that firstly done deal exit is Alex Valle joining Levante. This is coming in from Vitor Roque. Of course, number one source in regards to our Barca Atletic news. He's come out saying that Barcelona is close to finalizing the loan of Alex Valle to Levante. In the next few hours, he will travel to Valencia to pass his medical examination, and Levante will have no purchase option. Very, very interesting here from Barcelona to do this operation. We heard that Xavi was a big fan of Alex. He wants to probably play him this season, have him as a debutant to Alejandro Balde over Marcos Alonso. And if we sold Marcos Alonso, he would have been backup left back. Of course, in the Joan Gamper, he was presented as one of the Barca Athletic players who are very close to the first team. And now he's going on loan to a second division side in Levante, which again, he could be fighting for promotion for the entire season. That could be a very good move for him. So I mean, I wish him all the best, but very, very weird that Barca are letting him go with potential rumors and murmurs about Alonso's future and needing a backup left back for Alejandro. Again, Xavi sees him as a great potential, a great talent, and he wanted to bet on him, but now he's going on loan to Levante, so I wish him all the best and hope he has a very successful loan move. Now onto the two permanent transfers. Firstly is Estanis Pedrola. His move to Sampdoria is official. The club have announced that Barcelona and Sampdoria have reached an agreement for the loan of Estanis Pedrola until June 30th, 2024. There is an unconditional buy option for 3 million for the Italian club, and Barcelona reserve a repurchase option for 7 million euros and a 50% rights for any future sale. Again, the exact same terms and conditions of Chad Riyad's move to Betis. So 3 million euro buy option, simple loan, 7 million euro buyback option for Barcelona, and if we don't buy him back, we get 50% of any future sales. So if he sold for 10 million, we get 5. If he sold for 100 million, we get 50. So I wish Estanis all the best again going to Serie A. Big move for him, and hopefully he is very successful there. And the final exit is Mika Marmol, where the club have announced that Mika Marmol leaves Andorra and joins Garcia Pimienta's Las Palmas permanently, contract until June 2026, and Barcelona have reserved 50% rights of a future sale. Now, of course, there is a bit of details behind this operation. Barcelona did buy back Mika Marmol from Andorra for 1 million euros and then have given him to Las Palmas for free, and that's because Barcelona have now written off all the variables they owed for Pedri with the Mika Marmol transfer. According to reports, we owed Las Palmas around 5 million euros for Pedri variables, but now that's been cancelled out as we've given them Mika Marmol, who's valued around 5 million euros for free. But the club have included a 50% future sell-on clause, which is also very, very good as well. So decent operation. Keep your eyes on Mika Marmol. He's one of the best center backs in the second division last season, and he's now moved to Las Palmas with Garcia Pimienta as well. So big move for him. We'll see him twice in the league, maybe even in the cup, we just never know. But great move for Barcelona, great move for the player, and great move for Las Palmas. So overall, Barcelona making big moves in regards to Barca Athletic. Again, Barca Athletic still to this day have spent more money this window than the first team. They made a lot of incomings and also a lot of outgoings. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past few days. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course send me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing obviously, of course, is your thoughts on the Neymar saga, him joining Al-Hilal and possibly joining Barcelona on loan. Think that will happen or not. Second, your thoughts on Joan Cancelo joining the club. What are your thoughts on his signing, the operation, the conditions of the deal as well? Thirdly, your thoughts on this potential Ansu Fati Joao Felix swap deal, and out of Joao Felix or Neymar, who would you rather join Barcelona this summer? And finally, your thoughts on Vitor Roque's possible arrival this summer. Think it'll actually happen this summer, or you think he'll join in the winter in January 2024? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca. Yeah.